Today, we got a special package from BLUETTI. This is their new Elite 100, and throughout this video, we're going to be unboxing and testing this unit against the original BLUETTI AC180. So here we have the brand new Elite 100 fresh out of the box. First impressions, this unit is tiny. For being 1,024 watt hours and having an 1,800 watt inverter on it, this unit is no bigger than the AC70, which we will be comparing it to here shortly. So here we have the Elite 100 versus the AC180. The reason we're comparing these two head to head is because the Elite 100 is supposed to be the AC180's predecessor. Right off the bat, there is a huge size and weight difference. This thing is just as big as the AC70 while rocking more than the AC180. This weighs 25 pounds, the AC180 weighs 35. Here on the front, we have 4 NEMA 20 receptacles. We have the XT60 connector, which can support 60 volts of solar at 1,000 watts. We have 2 USB-Cs with 140 watt and 100 watt, 2 USB-As, and something BLUETTI had but they took away, but now they're bringing back, is the 5521 ports. And of course we have the cigarette lighter. This unit has an 1,800 watt inverter, which is pretty insane just because of how small this unit is. It's in pretty much the same shell as the AC70, but packs so much more. It's just insane. Comparing it over to the AC180, we have the barrel jack style connector for the solar, which nobody likes. It breaks easy, it melts, it overheats. Nobody likes this type of connector. We have the same 4 NEMA 20s and an 1,800 watt inverter, only 1 USB-C that's 100 watts and 3 USB-As. And of course we have the car socket. Between these two units, I'm picking the Elite 100 all day. Just how small it is, it's pick up and go, versus the AC180, which is pick up and love. I really like the ergonomics they've done here with the Elite 100. They've basically taken the AC180, upgraded it, and threw it in the AC70's shell. This is an awesome unit. I love how the handle is just pick up and go versus the AC180 where you gotta have both hands on this thing or you're gonna be swinging it around. This wins by far, in my opinion. Styling, just everything. It's just a great compact unit. How they were able to get an 1,800 watt inverter, 4 NEMA 20s, 1,000 watts of solar potential, 2 USB-Cs, and 5521 ports in a unit this small is beyond me, but I'm all for it. Now I've had the AC180 for a while now. It's one of my just pick up and go power stations. The Elite 100 is definitely replacing the AC180's spot here. All right, so now we have the AC70 in the mix right next to the Elite 100. You can see they are virtually the same size. I believe the AC70 is about 20-25 pounds, so is the Elite 100. How they were able to get all of this to fit in this shell, I don't know, but it's awesome. Comparing the Elite 100 to the AC70, of course we have 2 NEMA 15s, not 20s, 1 car outlet, we've got 500 watts of solar input, 2 USB-Cs, and a USB-A. How they were able to get twice this and throw it in the same shell is beyond me, but I'm all for it. This is great. Of course, there's going to be more testing specifically for the Elite 100 to test what all it can run and how long it can run for, but let's go ahead and get started between these two. Before we get underway with the testing, let's go ahead and show you the spec sheet for this unit. I'll throw it on screen now. Now that you've seen the spec sheet and you know what this machine is rated for, let's go ahead and get started with some different testing. All right, here's the test we have going down here. Excuse the wire mess. I thought of 3 things that are pretty much always running in my house, and we are going to run them on the Elite 100 until it's completely dead with the 10-hour timer going. The three things that I always have plugged in and running is going to be a TV, an air purifier, and a lamp. That is an LED bulb, and that lamp, by the way, I wouldn't assume is pulling more than 15 or 20 watts. So what we're gonna do is we're going to start this timer, turn on the air purifier, and the lamp is already on. And when all three of these items go dead, then we know that the unit has powered off and it is dead. We're going to go ahead and charge this unit back up to 100% though, because I cannot start the test at 99 with a good heart. So let's charge the unit back up to 100%, and then we'll click play on the video, start the air purifier, and leave the lamp running, and we'll go from there. Okay, now that the unit is topped off at 100%, we can go ahead and start this power outage simulation. Like I said, once again, these are three pretty much essential things that I always have running in my house is a lamp, a TV, and an air purifier or a fan. So let's go ahead and unplug the unit and get the test underway. We will unplug, we will hit play on the video, and turn on the air purifier. The test is underway. We're pulling about 155 watts. That's gonna be pretty consistent. And let's go ahead and start the time lapse, and I'll see y'all when the unit is dead. Okay, so here we have the exact same test that we did with the Elite 100. We've got the TV, lamp, and air purifier plugged in. One thing I am noticing is that the AC180 says there are less watts being used compared to the Elite 100. The Elite 100 was pulling about 143 watts total the whole time, and now we're only pulling about 116. So let's go ahead and start this timer in time lapse, and I will update y'all when it dies. Did those results shock you? Because they shocked me. For having 162 less watt hours and to still be hanging out with the big boy AC180 is insane. They both lasted almost the exact same amount of time. And look at the size difference. It's pretty crazy how far they've come with LiPo technology and inverter technology to make a unit this small that can do more than a unit this big can do. Let's go ahead and get some more testing underway specifically for the Elite 100 and carry on with the video. Can this unit run a kettle? Looks like it can. How about your home's entertainment center? Certainly looks like it's doing a fine job. How about my home office computer setup? Ouch, that's gonna hurt, but the unit did fine. My home's refrigerator ran from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and the unit had 37% left. How about an air fryer? Seems to be doing well here. How about my home's furnace? This could get us out of a really bad bind if it gets too cold outside. We also can't forget that this unit is Wi-Fi enabled through BLUETTI's mobile app. You can control this unit from anywhere in the world as long as the unit is connected to Wi-Fi. Here we are turning on the DC and AC from the app. We'll go ahead and turn those off real quick. just scrolling through the app to kind of give y'all an idea of what it looks like and what all options we have here. It really is awesome that a unit this small has Wi-Fi capabilities. That's a huge thing. I'm really glad that they implemented it into this power station. Now that we've seen the app and its settings, we can go ahead and return to the main portion of the video.
That's going to be it for this video, guys. I really appreciate you watching if you've made it this far. My final thoughts on this unit. This is a very small, lightweight, compact unit. For having more than the AC180 has and coming in a way smaller form factor is just amazing. I really like the carry and go handle rather than the AC180's double handles. This is so easy, even your grandma could take it upstairs and plug in her CPAP machine. I know we didn't do a lot of technical testing on this unit, but a lot of people just kind of want to see what can this run around my house and for how long. A lot of people don't understand power station math and don't want to get into it. They just want to see, can this run my coffee maker? Can this run my Wi-Fi? And for how long? That's what this video is about. Kind of a simple, dull explanation on this unit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. Thank you for watching.